got cell phones. I know you guys are festival goers, but if you haven't, please turn your cell phones silent or off. And also our festival sponsor is Intermountain Healthcare. And yay for Intermountain Healthcare! Do we have any of the sponsors here? Are any of the sponsors here? The representatives for stand up! Yay for IHC! I know, I said in the last trip, I had all 4 of my babies there 100 years ago, and you guys were amazing then, you're still amazing now. So, they're building the future. At Utah Valley Regional Medical Center, they're building the future of healthcare in Utah County. So, our first teller is a local youth teller. You've seen a lot of kids running around this festival. This is a local youth teller. She comes to us from Alpine, Utah. She's in the 3rd grade. She is in a Spanish immersion program. Oh, Chinese, that's right. I knew this. Chinese immersion program. And she also knows how to play the violin, and she's learning to ski, but we hope not at the same time, right? She spends a lot of time trying to keep up with her 4 older brothers. And I think all of those are storytellers as well. She is ready to tell for us right now. Please welcome to the stage, Laura Robinson.
From a family of all boys, 4 brothers and just me. But my great-grandpa Bali had only girls, and he always wanted a boy. He said it was okay though, because he got Debby. Now, my great-aunt Debby was full of trouble. No pink dresses and nail polish for her. She was tough. No one had to teach her how to ride a bike or swim. She just figured it out by herself. She always had skinned knees and would pick a fight with anyone that looked at her funny. One year, for Christmas, she and her sisters lined up to go see what Santa had brought. When the time came, they all ran down to the tree. Her 2 sisters screaming with glee. Debby pointed to the presents with her name on them and said, "What did the old fool bring me this for? He knows I've been bad." That year, Santa got Debby the perfect gift for a little girl in the 1950s. It was a little baby stroller for Debby's baby doll. But Debby didn't hesitate. She grabbed that stroller, ran straight to the front door, opened it, and chucked it out into the yard. She ran straight over to her neighbor's carport, grabbed a real big stroller for a real baby, pushed it back to her house and screamed, "This is what I wanted!" The next year, Debby only wanted one thing. And it wasn't a stroller for a baby doll. She had seen it on TV, and it was the only way you could defend yourself from the Indians and the aliens. It was called the Maddie Mattel machine gun. The commercial said it had a real vibrasonic sound chamber that's loaded forever and ever. It looked like real, felt like real, sounded like real, and even vibrated like real. And guess what was under the tree? The Maddie Mattel machine gun. Yep. She loved that thing. Every time she walked past her mother's bird in the hall, she'd stick the muzzle of that toy gun in between the bars of the bird cage, and the bird would freak out. She had that bird so terrorized, it almost stopped eating. It came to where every time she walked past that bird, even without the gun, the bird would freak out. A few months later, when Debbie got a loose tooth that just wouldn't come out, her parents wondered why she wouldn't just yank the dumb thing out and be done with it. Instead, she kept playing with it, wiggling it this way and that, forward and backward. "Debbie, just yank the thing out," her mother would say. But no, no, no. Debbie wouldn't let anyone near it. Finally, her neighbor convinced her to do the old slam the door trick. He said he would take a piece of string, tie it around her tooth, tie the other end of the string to a doorknob, and just slam the door. Bam! No more loose tooth. He found a slip knot and tightened it around Debbie's tooth. But just then, Debbie was having second thoughts. She grabbed that string right out of his hands and just took off out of there. As she was heading for home, she accidentally stepped on the dangling string and yanked her own tooth out. Pop! Out it flew. She didn't need anybody's help after all. She did it all by herself. And when the tooth fairy gave her a full dime for that tooth, she didn't chuck it out into the yard. She figured she earned it that time. And anyone who said different had better walk out, because the Matty Mattel machine gun has a real vibrosonic sound chamber that's loaded forever and ever.
Okay. That was a great job, Laura. One thing I failed to tell you, this is her first time telling. Or did I tell you that? This is her first time